Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. So today I'm going to show you an interesting tool which is free, which is called Reaper, and it's for web application penetration testers, and it has agentic AI capabilities. So it's pretty cool. I stumbled across this recently, so I want to give it a quick shot. So it's under Ghost Security Reaper. It's very well described actually. They have done a demo video as well on the capabilities, what it can do, and things like this. You can easily install this. So basically, it runs in Docker. So you need Docker installed and stuff, and then you just do a Docker run. And then you can specify like this is local host, you run it locally, which port you want to use and stuff like that. You need an Open API key from OpenAI, and that's basically it. Then you fire it up, and it's locally accessible in the browser, and this is super easy like to follow through. I mean, the steps are very well described, and then the only other thing, like it has multiple capabilities, right? Like it has burp-like web proxying capabilities, so you can change this on a per system level that the traffic is actually going through and uses the certificate in order for Reaper to proxy it. But they also give you like a pretty cool option down here, like if you want to do this ad hoc, right? Like, so you just want to launch like one browser window, and then that becomes your testing window, and it's automatically going through the Reaper proxy, basically. And this is what I have chosen because I don't like to mess with my system settings, and I need it for other things and stuff like that. And so I just want to show you real quick, like how this looks like, how this works. So basically, once you launched it, you get something like this. Basically, so this is your login, and then you just click sign in, and then you have like this kind of intuitive interface, right? Like, so you can add a domain, for example, and I don't know, like just let's use HackerOne, for example, hackerone.com, or let's use my personal website here, martinwork.com, and do add and scan. And so basically it's now probing. You can see this here. So this is kind of like identifying which hosts are available and things like that. And then you can click here, and then you can immediately see like, yeah, I mean, this is obviously open source and stuff, and my subdomains I created on the domain and things like that. And so this is the scan option. Basically, it's not a vulnerability scan per se, right? Like it's more like a discovery of subdomains and things like this. So this is not too exciting. Then you have the explore feature. So the explore feature is basically you can effectively run through, like it's like a burp capability kind of thing. So let me show you this real quick. So basically, if you come to a terminal and then we launch a browser, like as described on their GitHub, so we're launching like a Chrome browser here, right? And now we basically go in and say like, we go to my website, and then it's proxying through Reaper at that point, right? So I'm going back to my browser here, and then you see like, hey, it's like this is basically the proxy history in burp, the equivalent, right? So you see all these requests, and then what you can do here, you can obviously replace stuff, right? Like, so you can take one, and then you can replay the original, and you can make changes to it and stuff like that. Like it, I mean, this was a get request, so that there's no body parameters. But if this like a post request or something like this, then you can play with this. So this is the same functionality what Burp offers you. I mean, this is not too exciting, and then but then it becomes more interesting. And I mean, this is just a normal website, right? Like, so with no much functionality and stuff. But let's just take like one of those, for example. Um, I don't know, like let's go down here. I mean, those are JavaScript files and things like that. Let's just pick one request. I just want to show you real quick how you can actually do this. So maybe let's take this for an example. If there's any APIs, it also gives you like the APIs here and things like this. It doesn't have It doesn't have the capability like to filter this as nicely as you can do in Burp and things, but I think that's also not the point of this. But then you can create a test on this specific request. So this normally, like where it gets interesting is post, patch, put, and delete, and probably not the get method. And then you can choose what you want it to do, like brute forcing, SQL injection tests, XML, XXE, and injection, cross-site scripting, SSRF, things like that, right? Like, so this is built in, but then what becomes really useful is like the AI agent. So this is the agentic kind of thing, which is super cool. And I just call this test, say create session, and then session has been created, and then I say like check for Bola vulnerabilities. Like this is broken object level access control, right? Like if you're not familiar with this term, on like ghostbank.net, like this is the one he basically recommends or has on the GitHub repository, like the developer, and then you just fire this, and then it's processing the prompt, and then running the Bola attacks, and then and generating the report and fetching potential endpoints, and there's no endpoints found, right? Like, so I actually checked this earlier, like if you go to scan and then add the domain, and you would say like ghostbank.net. This is annoying here with the Mac, with okay, like this. And then it's basically looking at the assets, and yes, his normal website is up, but the API gets a 404. So that this is in the DNS, but it actually gets a 404 request, and that also explains why the LLM agent here is not able to fetch anything and stuff. So I highly recommend playing with this, and use the Portsrigger Web Security Academy, like to play with it and stuff like that. But this is definitely where it's going in terms of functionality and stuff, so that you will have AI agents and you just prompt it in natural language. This is, by the way, this is why you need the OpenAI API key, because otherwise you couldn't run this. But this is practically where it's going, that you use human language, and then it will basically figure out which attacks to run and then run them for you, right, in an agentic way. So it's not just giving you the results back in your GUI, but it's basically also doing it for you. And this is free. I mean, the only thing you need is an API key to OpenAI, but other than that, it's free. It definitely has room for improvement and things like this. It's not as powerful as Burp in many respects, but I like the agentic functionality, and this is definitely exciting where this is going. That's all for today. I hope you liked the video, and I see you in the next one. Thank you.